in the early days, we all felt we were changing the world, that this technology was going to revolutionize supply chains, and we were doing this. So speakers and exhibitors, and we all knew each other. And then as it got bigger, that sense of community kind of got lost a little bit. But it was very collaborative, still is. People move from working for a vendor to working for a retailer, or working for a retailer to going to a supplier. It's a very fluid community.
But then it got difficult, didn't it? Because the economy was always a factor.
What companies do when there's a recession or when there's uncertainty is they tend to cut any projects that are, futuristic projects. So RFID was something. Hey, we think it could be some value. Let's do something and see if it's useful. Well, financial collapse happened. Those projects all got killed.
Right.
So that meant vendors lost money. A couple of vendors went out of business. It had a huge impact on us. Our revenue in 2009 dropped 25% from 2008.
Right.
So we were in dire financial straits at that point. We cut everybody's salary. I didn't take salary for a couple of years, and you just did everything we could to survive. We cut my sister was my accountant, and she went through the books and she cut every possible expense we could cut. And in some ways, as horrible as it was, I think that's when I started to learn how to be a CEO and to really run a company and focus on the costs. And at that point,
just the hard decisions.
Making the hard decisions, but getting down in the weeds and really understanding. Because when you're making enough money, you're like, okay, the AV guy wants $200,000, give it to him.
Right.
We can cover that.
Right.
But then when you don't have the revenue, you're like, okay, let's look at the AV budget really carefully. We don't need this. We don't need that. Right. We don't need this, and you start becoming much more hands-on.